Hello Peter and welcome to this video. Today we're going to cover Dunderpulver's annual report. So let's start off with our mission. Our mission has been to inform and inspire people how to boost their energy for a more productive and healthy living, and to offer customers our solution. We wanted Dunderpulver to be top of mind for our customers who are looking for a better lifestyle. Our vision. Dunderpulver has a purpose to contribute to a more active everyday life, regardless of lifestyle. Our energy supplements have been able to decrease stress in each individual and reduce sedentary in our society. So let's go on to the product. We have provided people with an active lifestyle, an energy drink powder which is easily mixed with water for a finished beverage. Something that has been an advantage for our products is that it's easy to carry with you every day to easily boost your energy before exercising, before the test, or to kickstart the day.
So I'll continue with customers. And we don't exclude anyone in our sales, but we have chosen to direct us to teenagers and young adults since we found a demand for our product in that age range. Students in today's society have a tight schedule, and we recognize ourselves in that energy may wane. The days are busy and you cannot afford the energy dips. Can we help students get the energy required? We believe it benefits their performance in their everyday life. And happenings. The whole story started in late August when we founded Dunderpulver, and we had from the beginning a will to help students in their everyday life. We found extra juice and decided to import it and provide our customers with it. Our focus during the year has always been sale, and we did therefore not participate in more than one convention. Neither did we compete in any competitions. Sales. Sales are mostly generated by direct contact from customers. Many small and spontaneous sales opportunities generated a lot of money. This is something that has worked throughout our operation time. The contact between the company and the customers has been using Facebook as well as our corporate email. We have both the products transported and turned up customers at the appropriate place. We have also exhibited at Procivitas Helsingborg's annual Christmas convention at Jakob Hansen's house.
We have used a variety of marketing channels to constantly achieve high sales. We have found viral marketing is a very effective when we used our Facebook page. Something we worked a lot with was word of mouth. We believe that the knowledge of our products has been spread by clients when they shared their experience of our product with their friends and family. And this way, the knowledge of our company spread effectively. Future. We see a bright future for Dunderpulver. We have returning customers, which gives Dunderpulver an immense potential for expansion in the future. We believe that the key to success are low costs and good customer relations. The combination of these two factors, by a good sales with ample margins, enabling us to reinvest in the business and expand our activities to achieve our vision.
Yes, and I'm going to talk about our economy, and I will begin with our financial report. And we imported 600 sachets from New Zealand, and we sold all of them for an average price of 11.5 Swedish crown, and this brought in 6,900 Swedish crowns. And we also got venture capital worth 2,300 Swedish crowns, and we also got sponsored with products worth 5,000 Swedish crowns. And all this combined gives us a turnover of 14,200 Swedish crowns. And when we imported our product, we got a great discount, so we could therefore import our sachets for only 2,000 Swedish crowns. And the registration for being a young enterprise company cost us 300 Swedish crowns. And the product we got sponsored with had a value of 5,000 Swedish crowns, and our total cost sums up to 7,300. And this too gives us a result of 6,900 Swedish crowns. And if we go over to our balance sheet, we can see that we have assets at our cash accounts for 9,200 Swedish crowns. And equity and liabilities, we had venture capital for 2,300 Swedish crowns, and our financial result was 6,900 Swedish crowns. And if we go to other numbers, we can see that we have a profit margin of 48.6%. And the time when our total cost and our total revenue were the same was when we had sold 2,000 sachets. And we have done a written agreement that decided to split our revenue in 4 equal shares, and so yeah, that's what we're going to do.
So now we're going to cover what we have personally learned about entrepreneurship during the last 3 years. So starting off, to take initiatives. This has basically been the foundation of what we've done during these 3 years as students of the business program, both in our young enterprising companies and the Boost projects, which we did in our first year, has been based on taking initiatives. This might be one core or the core of focus of our program, but it's not our only regular education. We have had to try our own ideas, but during theme days and also our group of linking pins. So collaborate. Also, a part of an everyday life at Precivitas is collaborations in different kinds of groups. It all started right away when we came to Precivitas through team building activities at Kolboda. Since we were there has been constantly been group projects in at least one of our subjects at the time. The biggest ones has been during young enterprise, our second and now third year. In these courses we have been in groups of for a year each time, which teaches you a lot. So collaboration is something we could say we can manage. Taking responsibility is also something important, which is a central part of these 3 years. One who not can take responsibility for his or her studies, the contact with suppliers and customers in young enterprise nor deadline must have a struggle for these past years. Taking responsibility is a basic knowledge that we most definitely know how to take care of.
So, putting ideas into action. This is what young enterprise has taught us the most. First, brainstorming and coming up with ideas of what to do, and then spending the year turning the ideas into action and actually finding ways to make your thoughts into reality. And communication. Something that we daily work with is communication in different ways. It could be in a Facebook chat or face-to-face, but it's important to know how to communicate in a good way, and we have learned that you must be able to listen to others while giving your own opinion. We think that some big decisions should be taken face-to-face and not, for instance, in a Facebook chat. And curiosity. It's important to stay curious, try things that haven't been done before, but still being aware of the risks that you're going to commit yourself to. And confidence. We've had to believe in ourselves, our group, and our ideas to make it work. When having to deal with suppliers, customers, or partners, one of the main keys is for you to be confident of your work and your product in order to go further to make your business successful.
Yes, creativity. We have all truly developed our creative side while working with, for example, market research, the annual report, our business report, flyers, and also posters. But also when we have been coming up with our showcase for the Christmas event during our third year, but also doing all the other events during our second year. Courage. The key to success, having courage, is the trigger to get things done and being brave enough to create your future and not just adapt to the inevitable. And risk taking. It's all about playing your part. One misplay and it could lead to devastating consequences. Third, cautiously and carefully. Decision making. To make the project run smoothly, it requires us to take decisions and be aware of the outcomes of our choices.
Presentations. We have done all different kinds of presentations during the years. Everything from presentations in front of our classmates to presentations for customers and judges at competitions. This has contributed to extending our social skills and to get rid of possible stage fright. And sales. Unavoidable when running companies is being exposed to sales and how to get your product out on the market to make your business profitable. We have had opportunities to sell our product in different settings and thereby learned how to customize our marketing or approach for the best results. And then conflict management. Constantly being in group projects makes it impossible to avoid conflicts, and therefore we have had no other choice than to learn how to deal with them. We have both worked with it consciously, especially during our young enterprises lessons, especially during our second year, but we've also worked with it unconsciously throughout the learning by doing we have seen in our practical work and planning. Throughout the creation of our own brand, we could find a continuous trend to plan things such as exposure of the product during convents. We've had to plan our everyday life since the opportunity of selling products occur randomly and often. Due to this, we've always got things done in order to sell products.
So now we're gonna see how well we match the criteria to become diplomerade gymnasieekonomer. The following list of criteria needed to be achieved to become a certified gymnasieekonom and how we think we've reached them. In a historical perspective, which we've worked throughout our social studies, we've also looked into companies, how they worked through times. In an entrepreneurial perspective, so this is basically what our three years mostly has been based through. Young enterprising, our boost project, theme days, and so on. The courses we have read, such as marketing, business, young enterprising, has affected us to constantly think like entrepreneurs. Diversity, human rights, and ethnical perspectives. We have brought this up a lot in our social studies, but also during theme days where we have a big focus on equality, human rights, and the importance of justice. Sustainability. The first thing that comes to mind is our essay about CSR, the corporate social responsibility, and goodwill, where everybody had to highlight one company each and what sustainable conscious they had for a good entrepreneurship and business.
So, an international perspective. A lot of times we tend to review international business when writing essays. Other than most of us has managed international suppliers during our young enterprises, which has been really educational. Also, our trip class to London contributed to knowledge within an international perspective. Visiting the office of SEB, London School of Economics, BBC, and the Financial District. An important part of our international perspective has been the social studies we have done concerning international business and how the economy works has developed through the years. And a scientific perspective, we have written multiple academic essays based on existing research, and now lastly one including our own scientific studies, both in economical perspective and in social perspective. And understanding how systems, processed and flows function in a company, international and external communication. This is something we have learned during Young Enterprises, marketing, business, administration, accountant, but also in our social studies, as previously mentioned. And furthermore, can read an annual report and understand the correlation between income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow. And starting off by 2 years of classes in accounting has given us sufficient information of being able to lead our companies in the right direction. This knowledge has been exposed due to our young enterprising and in our accounting classes.
We can gather market surveys in the form of competitive analysis and customer surveys, and can manage documentations, accounting, and the reconciliation of common business events. Boost and Young Enterprising are both projects where we can utilize our knowledge in real life. In our accounting and marketing class, we've learned a lot, even though the majority of information provided was theoretical. Able to compile monthly financial statements, annual financial statements, and internal reports. Previous stated, we've had Young Enterprise and accounting where we've analyzed this, and we're also able to manage customer and supplier agreements. Young Enterprise has given us the opportunity to interact with our suppliers as well as customers. In that manner, we've negotiated in order to make it work. And we can handle basic salary of administration procedures. When we did this Young Enterprise, we did a written agreement where we decided to split our revenue in 4 equal shares, and it has been successful so far.
Understanding for how administration system works, create our own website, manage our marketing through social media as well. We have used Fortnox for accounting a lot during all of the year, which has been new and also very good to know. Present general and financial information in oral and in writing to different audience in different situations. This we have learned in different situations during our 3 years. For example, in marketing ways during Young Enterprise and Boost Company, but also while reading business economics. Can communicate with a lot of economical terms on at least Swedish and English. We have mostly focused on our education in Swedish, but it's unavoidable not to practice your English when we have had to collaborate with suppliers outside of Sweden. Have had English classes and assignment focus on the business area and practice business terms now during our last semester. And also our trip to London gave us some more practice on our formal business English. Work well in different types of groups. Young Enterprise, Boost, and other kinds of different types of theme days. Also when we have been working together as a group.